As our consumer society expands, the consumption of natural resources increases, and so does the waste it produces, especially as a byproduct of industrial activity. Fossil fuels are the most common energy source nowadays, accounting for more than 85% of the primary energy consumption in the world. However, these fuels have major problems, such as their restricted availability, the variation in their price depending on different non-predictable reasons, and from the environmental point of view, the greenhouse gas emission due to their use. Vital energy resources are becoming scarcer and harder to secure. If the problem gets worse, it could endanger growth and irreversibly harm the environment. But things have started to change. The European Union's 7th Framework Programme, FP7, has funded research aiming to find innovative ways of using waste as an energy resource, such as the Fuel from Waste project. This European project, formed by a consortium of 8 institutions from all over Europe, has as its main objective the development of biofuels from olive farming and olive oil industry wastes. The olive industry in Europe is quite significant, with almost 70% of the total world output. Therefore, acting directly in this industry will have an impact on the overall agricultural production in Europe. This project is funded by the European Commission with more than 2.5 million euros through the 7th Programme Framework. It is a 3-year project that started in September 2012. 8 partners belonging to 7 different European countries form the consortium in charge of the project development. Each of these partners were responsible for different areas of the project, collaborating towards its appropriate development and ensuring that the project outcomes lie within the standards from the European Commission. The overall aim of the project is to use agricultural waste, mainly residues from olive farming and olive oil production, for the generation of ready-to-use fuels, namely synthetic natural gas and diesel. These biofuels will be primarily used for energy production for oil manufacturing and as transportation fuel for olive farming. Apart from the impact to GHG emissions, the use of waste for fuel production would help reduce the environmental impact of the olive oil industry, whose residues require careful treatment, having some of them high pollutant potential. The main scientific motivation of the project is the development of an optimized, industrially suitable and cost-effective process for the production of synthetic natural gas and biodiesel through the use of Fischer-Tropsch and methanation processes, and the waste products from olive farming and olive oil industry as raw materials. The process starts performing a physical and chemical pre-treatment to the wastes coming from the olive oil industry. The next step is obtaining the synthetic natural gas and biodiesel. This is done using the methanation and the Fischer-Tropsch synthesis and wax hydrocracking processes, respectively. The 3 pillars of the project are to investigate the use of waste material derived from olive farming and olive oil as raw material for the co-production of diesel and synthetic natural gas through a Fischer-Tropsch process, to investigate the most appropriate setup of the production method, to test the FFW technology with a pilot-scale trial. The project is developed in different phases: study of the olive industry waste availability for the process, study of the possible solutions for the pre-treatment needed, development of 2 novel catalysts for Fischer-Tropsch and methanation synthesis procedures, test the industrial application of the system, evaluation of the system, environmental, social and economical, development of a business model to exploit the results of the project and test the viability of the FFW process for business. The main expected impacts from Fuel from Waste project are alternative fuel production, synthetic natural gas and biodiesel coming from olive industry waste, reduction of the overall greenhouse gas emissions from the olive industry, reduction of the waste treatment requirements in the olive industry, new business models and technology improvements,